friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer, a full-time reseller, and today is my what sold over the weekend video. I do this every week to show you the mass quantity of items that sold, to show you the vast variety, and give some tips along the way of what sold on eBay this weekend as a full-time reseller. There is no rhyme or reason to anything that I sell. I'm trying to get better at buying things with higher sell-through rates. I mentioned that in prior videos to make sure that I'm flipping items as fast as I can. So I have 21 items going out for a gross profit of just over $1,100. It was like $1,185. But that's gross. So minus fees, minus cost of good, minus shipping, will get us our totals. And I always like to put a little screenshot at the very end of a breakdown of everything that I sold, with those costs to actually give you a net profit. So stay to the end if you want to see the gross and the net totals. So let's dive right in. We've got a Starbucks Sao Paulo. I always called it San Paulo. I'm obviously not from there, nor have I ever been there. And the place I heard of this the most is in Love is Blind, Brazil. I watched that. I know it's trash, but they're in Sao Paulo. I'm going to say it funny, but that's where I know that city from. And it'd be funny if the person that bought this bought it because of that Love is Blind and they just want to be cool. I don't know, but it's great for people that have been there and they want to collect mugs of places that they've been. I think that's why Starbucks does that line, but either way, enough story. I paid $1 or $2 and it sold for $25. We've got Mad Men on DVD. I purchased a bunch of DVDs at a church-run estate sale, and it was fill a bag for $1. Fill a bag. So these, as well as another set that is in my what sold today, is in it. So I'm going to say maybe a quarter is my cost of good, but even that would be too much. It's probably like 5 cents because I fit a lot of stuff into that bag. So this guy sold for $5. I thought it'd be a lot more. I wasn't looking any of them up at this sale. It was strictly if it was brand new sealed, I threw it in the bag, knowing I was getting it as cheap as I was. So Mad Men, I only got $5 for, but that's fine. I paid less than a quarter for it. We've got some Aquaphor, $6 at I want to say an estate sale. So they were $2 a bottle, brand new, still factory sealed, and this set sold for $40. We've got some headphones somewhere. All right, hubby's fired. He didn't pull this one. Okay, so these were Savers. Surprisingly, I could not believe these sold, or these were still available at Savers. It was Thursday, so 25% off. They were $10. I got them for $7.50. I can't get the charger port in there, but they are wireless headphones. Tested them. They work. They sound amazing. Bose is a serious Bolo. So anytime you can find Bose for cheap, always grab it because these guys sold for $70. $70 and pretty quick. We've got a filter. This one is a Fleet Guard filter. And I picked this up at my liquidation bins. I call it Amazon bins, but they can get it from anywhere. So liquidation bins. And I paid $5 and it sold for almost $33. And it's brand new in its package. We've got Drop Mix. I wouldn't buy this one again. I think I paid like $5 or $6 at Savers. Make sure I took all the stickers off. I did-ish. I thought the comps were good, but I must have been looking at something completely different because this took forever, at least a couple months for it to sell. It's big, and it sold for only $30, free shipping. Not a good buy. So do not add this to your Bolo list. I'm just hoping I don't lose money on it. This was a fast one, TI-84. Even if you find these used out in the wild, always grab them. This was at my Amazon bins on Friday. I've only listed probably, you're rattling, less than half of the stuff. I got a lot of stuff on Friday. So you're going to see all of that in a separate video. But this was from Friday, $15, and it sold for $90 within minutes. Within minutes. I probably could have sat on it a little longer, but I'm happy with $90 in a matter of a couple minutes of listing it. We've got a Metal Light Malibu. These I paid $5 a piece, local thrift store. I've got 4 of them, and they are all 4 brand new in their package. So this guy sold just one of them for $30. Here's the rest of those DVDs from that church. They were all sealed except this first season. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4th seasons as part of that fill a bag for $1. So again, maybe 50 cents into the entire collection. Sold for $17. We've got another TI 74 Texas Instruments calculator. I need more space. This one was 50 cents at a garage sale. It works. It's just a super old calculator. Really old calculator. And he sold for $52. Yeah, it had to include a cartridge. That's what caused its value. So, on the back... All right, I'm going to double check my listing rather than waste your time while I'm thinking out loud. But that guy sold for $52. All right, we got a Fenton glass. I was trying to get into glassware. I don't know who I'm trying to fool because I'm not a fan of glass. This was a large estate sale company. It was second day. Everything was half off. So I think I was in this like $4 or $5. I just bought all the Fenton glass because I could. They were small little pieces. Will I do it again? Probably not. I've been sitting on them for quite a while, and this little guy only sold for $25. I will make sure to package and bubble wrap it really well, but for $25, I would not have grabbed it. Cox router in the free box on, I think, Thursday. It has its cables. It has its power. It's a router. Modem, router, I don't know the difference, but this guy was free, and I paid, or it sold, sorry, for $50. Not too shabby. For free. We've got an ozone cleaner. This guy was $11 at my liquidation bin store. Brand new in its package. It actually was missing its power cord. Once I got home, I realized it didn't have the power, but luckily it was a very generic power cord, and we keep a lot of those on hand. Highly recommend you do. So I threw that power cord in here, and he sold for $60. We've got some Birkenstocks. $15 bin find. Brand new with its tags. And sold relatively quick. It was at my old bins before the new one opened. But they sold for $70. So I've had them maybe a month. 3 weeks to a month. But we're coming up on sandal season. So that's why those are starting to sell. This guy was $2 at a garage sale. It was in a neighborhood that I went through a whole community sale and everything was overpriced. It was just awful sale. And I finally get to one where she's like, oh, how much for this? $2. This was $100 camera. It did not have its charger. If it did, I would have been able to sell it for more. She, of course, said something like, oh, you just have to plug in the USB and you'll be able to charge it. Baloney. That wasn't right, and I knew it wasn't right when she told me it, but that's fine because I keep universal chargers on hand. If you don't, I highly, not that one. Where is my charger? All right, it looks something like this. A universal battery charger. Definitely get one. Have it on hand. So you can charge these batteries when you get them and you don't have the charger. And he still sold for $100. We've got some Blowfish shoes. I would have kept these for myself if they were my size, but they weren't. Very good condition, and I thought they would go for more, and they didn't. I think I paid $5 or $6, and they sold for $9. These are old. I've had these for over a year. Would I buy them again? Heck no. But Blowfish isn't. It's actually kind of a good brand. So it's kind of like, Hey Dudes. Those go for good money. So Blowfish, I guess, doesn't hold its value. $9. Never will buy again. Happy to get it out of my store. We've got a shaver. This was, I want to say, a garage or an estate sale. It's complete. It's got the shaver in here. We tested it. It's got a bunch of attachments. Paid $1 or $2. Sold for $32. Love shavers. Love them. They sell super fast. I've had a couple crusty people that one guy wanted to return it because there was hair inside it. You buy a used shaver. Used shaver. There will be hairs in it. What do you expect? So either way, he got a refund. Whatever. Sold this guy $32. All right. This was a weird one. This one was from Savers. It had a decent sell-through rate, which is why I bought it. What did I pay for these? $3.74. They were in one of like the grab bags that Savers does and sold for $27 for the pair. Super easy to ship. All right, next one is a twofer, same buyer, 2 orders, so I will combine shipping. They are both Vero Fashion dress shirts. These came from my boot dealer. I paid $2 a piece for shirts, and these sold for $12 a piece. No, they are not. I did not look this stuff up for sell-through rate. When I know this was a comment in one of my videos when I'm focused so much on sell-through, but then I'm buying jeans that are taking forever to sell, or these t-shirts that are taking forever to sell. Totally different business models. One of them was a liquidation sale where I'm helping him kind of clear out his house. I'm buying stuff in bulk. I'm getting buckets of jeans, of shirts, of dress shirts. I'm not looking each one up. The price is too good to even look them up. At $2 a shirt, even if they're only flipping for $12 to $15, it's worth it. Same with his jeans. Some of the jeans were like True Religion, brand new with tags, and some of them were Levi's that are 20 years old. So when I'm getting things at a bulk price for such a large quantity, I'm not looking up each one. Where my normal day-to-day business model is 100% through sell-through rate and buying things right. So I don't contradict myself. It's just 2 different types of maintaining inventory. And with my boot dealer, it's a consistent inventory and it's high quality inventory. I know I can count on him to go and restock and get more stuff. Where when I'm buying things at my bins or I'm buying things at garage sales, they're one-off items. I need to make sure that each item is going to sell for a profit and fairly quick. So I know I say like sell-through rate is so big, but when I'm dealing with these shirts and the jeans and the boots, it's just a different business model. And it's okay to have that. Same business can have different sources of revenue. You can go and buy pallets and you can go to thrift stores, or you can buy storage units and you can buy pallets. You're going to look at your storage units different than you're looking at your pallets, and that's totally fine. So I just wanted to justify that because I got asked that in one of my videos, why I was buying cheap shirts, cheap pants, when I'm talking about sell-through rate so much. So let me just clarify that. All right. Last but not least is another combo player. This guy down here, I'm not going to pick it up because it's big and it's heavy. This was the $30 one. I got it at a church sale. I put it in one of my videos probably a month or so ago. And I was really hesitant because it was $30 and I didn't get to test it. So I get home, I fully test it. I get a message from this guy asking me to make sure I test a recording. Normally, I just test that it plays. It plays the DVD, it plays its VCR, VHS, and call it a day. But he says no, he wants to make sure that it actually records. Little bit of a learning curve, reading the instruction manual, and I finally figured out how to get it to record. I wasted a tape on it, or a blank media. I do keep these on hand, and I strongly suggest it. Some blank DVD-Rs. I have a bunch of these. Sometimes I'll throw them into the combos to make a bundle deal. But this particular one, I used it. I wanted to test this player. So I put in my Indiana Jones and recorded it onto here. And everything worked. I played it back and it played. So always keep stuff like that on hand if you're going to be buying these types of players. So I messaged him and I was sure he was going to ghost me. Anytime someone asks very in-depth questions, 99% of the time they ghost you. You don't hear from them again. So luckily he wrote back and said, thank you. I'm going to buy it. So he sent an offer. I accepted it. $230. All right, my friends, that is everything for now. If I have anything else to include for the weekend, I will do an insert right here. All right, welcome back. I do have a couple more items that sold either late in the day yesterday or overnight. So I've got 3 more items, and I want to go over those. So we've got a San Francisco 49ers autographed hat. This was a pain in the butt because I could not read this autograph and everybody had a different opinion on who it was. So I looked up different rosters with the number 33, and I thought that said Cruz. C-R-U-Z. So I think that's what I ended up with. But then, no, someone's like, that's Craig. What is his name? Roger Craig. So the name kept changing because number 33 has a couple people that end with a loopy signature. All right. Eventually, it sold. I sat on it for over a year, and I thought for sure with the 49ers going to the Super Bowl that this hat would have sold a lot sooner. But that's all right. It eventually sold, hopefully to the guy that likes this correct player. And I paid $1 at a yard sale. I got a bunch of hats. Maybe it was an estate sale. I don't remember. But paid $1 and it sold for $30. So I thought that would go for a lot more. It ended up on like major discount. And hopefully somebody loves it. All right, $5 bin find are these Una Boot bandages. They are not prescription. Believe me, I checked. They are all brand new sealed. It is non-sterile zinc oxide. I don't know what Una Boot means, but they're just the bandages for boo-boos. All right, I'm having way too much fun. It's early. I've had my coffee, and it's obvious. It is a 10-pack in there, and they sold for $55. All right, you know you have kids when you say boo-boo and potty. I can't tell you the amount of times in adult conversation that those words have come out of my mouth. It's mortifying. That's how you know you're a mom, or a parent in general. All right, we've got a fancy mouse. $5 bin find. It is a Proto Arc trackball ergonomic mouse. Normally, I stick with Logitech just because that's the most reliable brand in mouse world. But this guy still sold for $40 and relatively quick. I'm heading back to my bins today. It's $5 day Monday. And I've seen those here. I saw them there on Saturday, $11 day. I did not grab it because I want to pay no more than $5 on these. So I paid $5 and it sold for $40. All right, so that wraps it up then. I'm going to have to math. What did I say yesterday? 22 items plus the 3 more today. So 25 items for the weekend. My totals are going to be different because I've already started packing. So these 3 were at like 40, 100, about $140 extra that I made throughout the day in gross. But stay tuned because there will be a breakdown of all of the totals. All right, friends, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate the support and hanging out when I can be goofy. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Give the thumbs up. Turn on that bell notification so you get notified of new videos. I know that's the thing. If you just subscribe, it doesn't tell you there's a new video. So you have to hit that little bell and it'll tell you that I've got a new video and you need to watch it. Because why would you want to miss it? Down in the description, I do have a free gift for you. It is a BOLO list of top brands to watch for when you are sourcing for your eBay business. If you're just starting out and want to know what to buy, those are the brands to look for. So grab that down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.